Welcome. This is the first of a series of clips that we call Adventures in Excel. Now, Excel is a huge product and most of us don't even begin to scratch the surface of its potential. And that's because we don't need to. Because probably quite a lot of our work is going to involve inputting data and formulae, moving it around or displaying it in a nice professional way. This clip looks at the navigation shortcuts that allow us to work our way around our spreadsheets without using the mouse. And what that does is make things faster, more efficient, and a personal opinion, makes you look more professional. So here are the keystrokes we'll be using. Now, clearly, Control is the major one. And whenever you see a plus sign, you have to hold Control down and then press one of the other buttons. In the top half, we look at the keystrokes that will allow us to move around a spreadsheet, and in the lower half, the keystrokes that allow us to move between spreadsheets. So let's open one up, and we have all the keystrokes laid out. First one, Control and Home. So here we are in cell F13. If you hold Control down and press Home, it takes you to cell A1, top left-hand side of your workbook, Home. So it doesn't matter where you are, Control Home always takes you to cell A1. Now, Control End will take you somewhere down to the bottom right of your work. So Control Home, top left, Control End, bottom right. If you press Home just by itself, it'll take you to column A in the same row. So wherever you are, press just Home on its own, will take you to column A in that same row. Let's move on to the next one, which is the Control with one of the arrow buttons, either up and down arrow or left and right arrow. And to sort of understand what's going to happen or to anticipate it, think of cells that have something in them as land and empty cells as being water. And the cursor is somebody that's going to move across. So if you press Control with the down arrow, the cursor moves across the land until it hits the water's edge. If you hit it again, Control and down arrow, it'll jump the water and go to the next piece of land it can find. Jumps the water, goes to the next piece of land it can find, do it again, goes up to the water's edge, and then jumps again. And similarly, Control up arrow does the opposite. Now, Control left and right arrow are going to do exactly the same thing, but in a horizontal plane. So Control and right arrow jumps the water to the first bit of land, do it again, goes to the last bit of land, and then do it again, jumps the water, and back again. So those are the ones that allow you to navigate within a spreadsheet. It might be that you have more than one spreadsheet open in your workbook. So you've got data in other sheets down here. So Control page up and Control page down are going to allow you to scroll through the sheets that you have. So hit Control, hold it down, hit page down, will take you to the next sheet along. Do it again, next sheet along. And you just keep scrolling down for as many sheets as you have and back up. Let me now just open up a new workbook. There you go. Now we've got two workbooks open, this one and the original. If you hit Control and press Tab, that'll scroll between workbooks that you have open. We've only got two open here, so it'll scroll between them. Now, if you've got 3 or 4 or 5, it'll toggle through each one and then go back to the beginning. There you are, basic navigation shortcuts. Going to make things a lot easier once you get used to them. So what I'm going to do now is just place some labels next to those keystrokes so that you can look at it in your own time. In the next video, what we're going to do is explore how to cut, copy and paste, all without touching the mouse. So hope to see you there. This has been Abdullah. Thanks for listening.